We couldn't believe that this was Thailand. My daughter was hiding in the temple. She was helping people in the temple. The army dared to shoot her like that?
The army denies sniping at civilians. It said it found these weapons in the temple. Soldiers told investigators they shot into the temple grounds after being fired on from inside and around the temple area.
Those 6 deaths, some of them died outside the temple, but their bodies were moved inside. This is from interviews of many cases compiled by the investigators. So therefore, saying that these 6 people were killed inside the temple is something that still needs to be clarified by the investigation.
This was a designated safe area, and honestly, I spent hours in here. I never saw a gun.
The governments claimed that the footage of soldiers pointing their guns into the temple may have been taken the following day, after the troops had secured the area. However, the pictures we've obtained clearly show fires raging in central Bangkok at the same time as the soldiers are on the sky rail. These fires had been extinguished the following day. A leaked DSI report quoting named soldiers said there was proof the military had been responsible for 3 of the 6 deaths. Human Rights Watch say that among those killed by the army was a medic. It also found that while there were gun battles outside the complex, there was no evidence the sky rail used by the soldiers had been struck by fire from the temple. Throughout the crisis, a joint committee of security forces and ministers decided on strategy. They blamed red shirt violence for provoking the confrontations and denied there was a shoot-to-kill policy.
What about Nurse Ket, for example, who went there to...
Well, that's one case where I'm still very much interested. And as I said, things are inconclusive at the moment. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any kind of judgment.
How is it a year on that it's so inconclusive? Why is it so slow?
It's very difficult circumstances. You know, how long did it take you to find out about Bloody Sunday?
Well, I'm an Irishman. I knew the facts of it pretty quickly.
Yeah,
but I would come back to you to a situation we're discussing
but to get it confirmed,
you wouldn't have any problem with seeing a soldier or his commander go on trial for an abuse like that.
If they've abused or violated the law.
International reaction was muted. In fact, just weeks after the clashes, Thailand was elected to the presidency of the UN Human Rights Council. Clearly the world saw a different Thailand to the one experienced by those demanding accountability.
Does it trouble you that, for many people, your legacy will not be as someone who tried to further democracy in this country, but who turned the guns on his own people?
I don't think that's how I would be remembered.
Are you sure?
And yes.
Because a lot of people out there feel you've got blood on your hands.
If that were the description, I don't think that the international community would have reacted the way it did. And I think some people are trying to rewrite history.
You witnessed a bloody massacre in 1976. You were sent to jail after that. Was there any military person ever brought to justice for that?
No, never. In 76, there was not even an investigation up to the present.
What is the consequence of there not being justice?
It happened again and again, because the military and those perpetrators know that they won't be punished.
They get away with murder?
The word impunity, yes.
But whoever has ruled in Thailand, impunity has been the norm.
The chances of families of red shirts who were killed in 2010 finding accountability and for the loss of their loved ones is very low, because the military is going to protect its own. It's going to be a very long time before the military is held to any accountability for this.
I'm afraid there won't be anything different between people who died this time and people in the past. After some time they will use the amnesty law. The people who ordered the killing and the army were not judged guilty. And people all died for nothing. They only have a monument. What I can say is I'm afraid they will use this kind of law. I will fight against it, no matter which government is elected.
The journey for the truth is lonely and invariably futile. Yet for the families of the dead, it must go on.
Why do you keep doing this? Why do you keep up this? I mean, it's a struggle now to get any information.
Because you want to know, you want to understand what happened. That's what probably would have done for me if I were in his place.
This is a police station on the edge of Bangkok city centre. The protesters give a hint of what's going on inside. A Bangkok academic has been told to report here for questioning. Writers, human rights activists and politicians have all faced charges in the last year. In May this year, the Thai army filed charges against Professor Somsak for questioning the content of a television interview given by the king's youngest daughter about last year's crackdown. Though striking for the deference of the presenter to the princess, the controversy surrounded comments she made about the damage to buildings allegedly caused by the red shirt protesters. Professor Somsak had asked why the princess hadn't referred to civilian deaths.
A case like this is just one graphic example of how free speech is being corralled, tightened in Thailand now. And for critics of the status quo, it's not just a question of choosing your words carefully. It's wondering whether you should open your mouth at all.
They specifically claim that I suggested the royal family is biased against the red shirt or biased, got involved in politics.
Is that what you believe? Or if you give me an honest answer to that, are you afraid you'll end up in jail?
Yeah, because this is just exactly what they charged me for.
So you can't tell me the truth?
Yeah, even this quite simple question, I am now in a difficult position to give a straightforward answer.
We're in the extraordinary position of me knowing what you think, but you can't say it.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons that this law is so obsolete and should be abolished.
That claim to be the king's defenders has helped keep the Thai army above the law for decades. But the 83-year-old king, the central figure in Thai life, is ailing, and the army fears what will come in his wake.
The jogging for precision in preparation for the succession is an elephant in the room that this country doesn't want to talk about. Either they're so stupid or they just don't want to see the elephant, and I believe it's the latter.
To all those who are in prison in some way or the other for their beliefs, I would like to say to them, you must keep faith with yourself. That is the most important thing. If you cannot keep faith with yourself, you will not be able to lead a full and peaceful life, and a life of inner peace. So you have to keep faith with yourself.
อำมาตย์ยังไม่หยุดอภิสิทธิ์ไม่ยุบสภากูจะไปเอาเลือดมึงหัวมึงมาล้างเท้าให้ได้เราต้องเจ็บเพราะผ่าตัดแต่รักษาชีวิตของประชาธิปไตยเอาไว้เราต้องผ่านประสบการณ์ที่เจ็บปวดเพื่อปลดแอกให้กับประชาชนปลดแอกจากอำมาตยาธิปไตยสู้ด้วยกันไหมประชาชนพร้อมหรือยังประชาชนประชาชนจงเจริญประชาชนจงเจริญประชาชนจงเจริญ
เสื้อแดงคือประชาธิปไตย